Welcome to the Vera show where testimony, reality and truth meet you at the front door. Perspective to propose. Politics, religion, we talk about the real world we live in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it on the Vera show. From purpose, uplift, encourage, inspire, motivate, and let's talk about it on the Vera show. The Vera show.
Before the phone light up, before the world asks me who I am, I already know. I am enough. I wake up winning. Wake up winning. Yes, Lord, wake up winning. All praise due. He kept me when I couldn't see it. Held me together when I was bending. I didn't wake up lucky. I woke up blessed, wake up winning. Woke up breathing. That's a blessing. Some didn't make it past the evening. Lost my job, mama got sick till I heard them speaking. Said, son, you more than what they labeled, more than every door they closed. Crying in the midnight hour, still his mercy never let go. Food stamps and folded prayers, tears on my face, faith in the air. Didn't have much, but I had belief, and God kept meeting me right there. I've been low, I've been tired, I've been hurt, I've been tried, but every valley I walked through, he reminded me I survived. Wake up winning. Not because I'm strong, but because he carried me this long. Because he carried me this long. Wake up winning. Every scar I got meaning. Every tear was seed planted. Wake up winning. He counted me out. Heaven counted me in. They saw my past. God saw my end. I ain't pretending. I'm a walking, talking testimony living. I was ashamed of my reflection, so grace gave me direction. Now I look in the mirror and testify, I am enough, that's revelation. Ain't chasing crowns, ain't chasing fame. I just want my life to honor his name. Even if I never touch the stage, I'm still winning when I praise his name. Worship, I am enough, because he made me. I am enough, because he saved me. I am enough, even when I fall. I am enough, still called. I didn't wake up rich, I woke up redeemed. I didn't wake up fearless, I woke up capable, and that's winning. Wake up winning, covered in mercy. Wake up winning, walking in purpose. Wake up winning, every chain broken, every word spoken. He said I'm chosen. I am enough for your forgiving. I am still standing. Wake up winning. If you've been praying and waiting, I am enough, and by the grace of God. Wake up winning.
Wake up winning. Wake up winning. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you? Riverfloww.
I guess I'm better than I deserve. Wake up winning. You could wake up winning in the morning. You could wake up winning in the noon. You could wake up winning whenever you get up. You're gonna be winning.
It's a mindset. Well, before we get into our conversation, let me share a little bit about Gregory Alexander Riverfloww. He is a Houston-based artist, entrepreneur, and brand builder, blending music, motivation, and barbershop culture into one powerful movement. Known for his raw authenticity and wake-up winning mindset, he creates music that pushes people from struggle to ownership, through sound, visuals, and real life hustle. Riverflow represents elevation, accountability, and legacy. I am so honored to have you here with me today, and I am going to give you the floor and let you share with our audience one, what was your childhood like, and how did it move you into the journey that you are in?
My childhood, it was to me, we were rich. I mean, we had more than the people on Dallas. I mean, we had it. I mean, in my mind, it was everything that it should be. You know, my mom, she was 14 when she had me, and my dad was 15, so they had to begin to make decisions, or the elders had to begin to make decisions on what may be best for the children, having children, and what may be best for me as the child in that situation. And so I got a chance, with me being born the way that I was, I got an opportunity to meet mom's, my mom's parents, and and in some instances I met my grandparents' parents.
Wow.
Yeah, I spent time with my grandparents. So somebody say, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm probably like 150, to be honest with you." A
But
dinosaur.
how old are you?
I'm 48.
Okay, awesome.
48. Yes, 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 yes. So that was the childhood. And I'll briefly just say we went from New Orleans. Uh I went to Plaquemines Parish, which is the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico in New Orleans. Well, past New Orleans. If you look at the book, you can't go any further. Back up to New Orleans, to Philadelphia, and then back to New Orleans. And so, but my childhood was I had beautiful people in my childhood. I just can't thank God enough for the cast of people that He allowed me to meet.
That's wonderful. And I remember from our last conversation, your grandfather was like a rock for you, correct?
Yes, always. William Branch, um, um, Leroy Harris, he stepped in, and then I had another grandfather, Buddy Saint Ann, out of Plaque. Yeah, so those three guys, and then the other guys that was stepped in as fill-in grandfathers. But yes, yes,
And I know you've had let's talk a little bit about your journey because I know at one point you lived in Atlanta, you were rewarded, you got an award in Atlanta, and
yes,
talk
yes,
about
yes.
that. And let's just kind of talk about what your journey was like. And then I know that you had some adversity in relationships. I kind of want us to talk about that as well. But first, let's just kind of go through your journey.
Awesome. So would you like to begin with Atlanta, Georgia? Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, I love
Hey,
Atlanta. I know I love Atlanta.
hey,
I love the ATL. I
hey.
love it. I
I
love it.
say so, man. I'm telling you, like, I came through there. I got invited again. I had met somebody in college, and they said, "Come on out, come check it out." I visited, and I fell in love with the trees. I fell in love with the oxygen. I fell in love with the landscape. I fell in love with the intelligence. I fell in love with the entrepreneurship. I fell in love with that. Yeah, and there's different sides to it. But for me, I came in, and I was vulnerable. I came in, I had everything. I had nothing. I was in the middle, in between. But Atlanta always had a space for me to work and create. And so I was cutting in Decatur, Georgia, at Decatur Family Barbershop. I never forget it because I used to catch the bus sometime. My car broke. I caught the bus from Fulton County to Decatur. I go to
Oh,
Underground. I'm in the morning and at night, and sometimes I'll walk home with bags of groceries just to make sure I'm helping provide for my family. You know what I mean? But in that journey, I met great people on the Underground coming up and catching the bus. I met great people in between in Decatur. Um, I'm talking about, like, for that particular period in my life, those experiences are wonderful, and I got nominated there. ATL's hottest, had recognized me, and he was like, "You got nominated for a song called The Coldest Night." So I'm like, "The Coldest Night." Like I remember doing that song 7 years, maybe 7, 8 years ago in New Orleans on Claiborne Street at this barbershop, Simmons Barbershop. It used to be a barroom by night and a furniture store by day, and then his son turned it into a barbershop. So I was in the back just trying to making sound. I made my mind up to make sound a long time ago, not even knowing I was gonna get nominated. I just say, let me fall in love with sound. And then in New Orleans or any type of city, you kind of want to focus your mind on something or you'll find yourself in a lot of trouble. So I said, I'm gonna focus my mind in the studio and in the barbershop. And so that's how that kind of came about.
Yes, in Atlanta and in that whole area in Georgia, there's so many opportunities for African Americans, and to see so many of us doing
See,
things. I
see,
mean, it is mind blowing
to
to
see.
see. I mean, to see such beauty and the diversity, so many different types of people from all over the world, and they're all coming together in unity and doing things. And I know you hear about the supremacists, white supremacists, and all that stuff, but in the hub of the city, there's nothing but love. There's nothing but love. I
Hey,
mean, there's nothing but love. It is
what's
just,
up?
I love it there. And I really hated leaving, but the Lord said, go home.
Yeah.
So I had
Oh,
to be obedient.
yeah. I mean, I do understand. They got to be obedient. It's absolutely. I got nominated for two categories though. I got nominated for barber, well, inspirational artist and music, and barber. And up until that point, I was making sound, but I was trying to figure out how did I want to use my voice. I can use it to edify, or I can use it for a quick check to tear down. Well, whatever the case be, I just need to be myself. And it didn't come with a check. It didn't come with accolades. It came with a lot of by myself or with all of this music and material and no money. You know what I'm saying? But just keep on. If you love it, office. See, a tree is gonna be a tree. Water gonna be water. The sun gonna be the sun. It ain't. Hey, and I'm gonna be what God made me. If I'm a
Yes,
drummer, I'm a drum. If I beat the congos for the tribe, and I groom us up, that's what I do. And that ain't
and
gonna that now.
absolutely. And bring your head down a little. Okay, there we go. I
I
know we
got the
get animated.
I got an elongated head. I think when I came out as a baby, my head got stuck through the passageway.
Oh my goodness. But
Look, right there, too.
okay. But you made me lose my train of thought. Um,
They were pulling my feet. I said, "Hold on, Doc. Wait, no, come. Get up out of here.
stop,
Hello, world. Hello, world."
stop. I was
The
getting ready to
doctor,
say something serious, and
the
now I
doctor
don't even
smacked me, and
remember
I
what it
smacked him back.
was.
The doctor smacked me, and I smacked him back. I said, "Damn, miss, get that baby out the hospital."
You talked about you had a choice between edifying and uplifting or just doing street stuff.
For sure.
And oh, you talked about a tree is a tree, water is water, and God has a purpose and a plan for each and every one of our lives. And being able to recognize it. And when you do something that you love, that passion, that is your purpose. When you are walking in your purpose, you are loving what you do. And you should do it as if you're doing it unto God, no matter what it is that you do, no matter what it is, even if you are not living in your purpose, whatever you do your absolute best. Do
Yeah,
your absolute best.
yes. Yeah, you got. I mean, at least give it your best, and then when you stop, you have a record of how far you came and how much further you have to go. But if you never give it your best, how do you know? How do you measure laziness?
You don't. And the thing is, even if you are not doing the work or the purpose or the passion that you want,
Mhm.
a lot of times people see what you're doing and how you're doing it, and it could lead you to the path of your purpose and your passion. And that's why I tell anyone, young people and all, even if you do not like what you're doing, give it your best because you made the choice to do it. So give it your best and do your best and watch. People will be watching you and it will open doors for you. And I have
I
seen
have,
that happen time and time again.
I met a guy at he helped me get my phone running again at Metro PCS. He's an Indian guy. I seen him handling customers, and then he handled me. He handled me so well. I said, "Listen, I don't have it now, but how much do you make? How much do they pay you here? I'm gonna pray that God allows me to double my salary where I can afford to pay you for your service, because he's the type of person that I want to go before me and represent me. Can do, will to do, good attitude, and when conducting business, he removes his personal from it and gives you a great experience."
And that's what we have to do. And doors will open when you do that. A way will be made for you when you do that. And I just hope that resonates with someone out here who may be miserable in their work environment. But just know if you give it your all, somebody's watching you. Somebody's always watching you. And
I,
they may be the very one that can open a door for you.
that's true. I don't want to say too that the game of life, or if you say you want it, Les Brown said it real easy. Les Brown said, "Oh, you say you wanna, what you want to do? You want to be a motivational speaker? Come here. Come here. You want to? The life is gonna smack you around and beat you around and whip you down, to see if you really want it or if you really deserve it." I think that's the a world's natural process of filtering who deserves to be where and who does not. Because no insurance, lights could go out, car could break down. My boy said, this dude named I ain't gonna say my boy, he's a rapper that I looked up to, I look up to. I ain't gonna say that he inspired me. His name is Spitter Andretti from New Orleans, Jet Life, and I've been watching it for years. He said, "Man, you know what? You know how I knew when it was bad for me?" He said he used to use his ceiling fan to know if his electricity was off or on when he wake up.
Wow. Yeah, and you know, people are going through that stuff right now.
Right now.
Times are very, very difficult
Yes,
for a
ma'am.
lot of people right now. And you gotta keep your faith. I can relate. You gotta keep your faith. You can't give up and keep doing what you're doing to elevate yourself, to help yourself. Just
Yes.
keep on keeping on. Never
Yes.
give up. That's
Ever. I
what
mean,
you
yes.
that's what life winning is all about. You
Can I give you
know,
a quick story about? I got a friend, and it's I think it's Dee Dee and Glenn. She got a little dog, and she's homeless. It's a lady, and she has a dog, and everybody needs somebody, you know. And I see people pass her up. Some people give her food, some people don't. Um, but she's living under a cardboard and a plastic, and she has like the end of a basket holding it together. You can see her foot hanging out. I said, "Get up! You ate something today?" That's my friend. I have a kindred spirit with her because I've been outside before. But what I'm saying is, your home and your house and your temple is your body. You could be sleeping outside, but you're within your body. As long as you can get up and move out your body, that's evidence that God loves you and you're still here and you can wake up and win. Just got to make a few decisions. You have to make some decisions.
yes. A lot of stuff is about choice, but homelessness, been there myself. I understand it, can identify with it, but a lot of times things happen that can cause that to
For
happen,
sure.
but you can't allow yourself to stay down. You
Oh
got to be
no.
able to pick yourself up and find a way to get out of whatever the situation is, and understand it's not the situation, but how we see situations that can make all the difference in the world. And one may be homeless, but that doesn't mean that they're a derelict or a drug addict or anything. With the cost of rents, there are many families that are either the hidden homeless living with other people or are out in the streets.
Yes.
And we have to have compassion for people, because not every homeless person is a drug addict, especially when you see families out here trying to make it. And
Trying to
with
make
our
it.
economy and our society the way that it is right now, a lot of people who had good jobs, who have lost those jobs because of our government, are now in bad situations. And we need to pray for them and lift them up. And if we can lend a helping hand in any way, we need to be able to do that as well.
Hey, they say, I mean, I remember sitting in Sunday school, they say faith without works is dead. So
It's
you pray
dead.
for them and take action. If it's to give a bottle of water or gum, see, you never know. You might be like David Hasselhoff here. Who knows? God may be placing you in certain areas to do something for a certain time with people, and it's just test to see if you're going to walk by or do it or not. You might not believe that, but it might. Even if that's not the case, it should warm your heart a little bit to be able to do something for someone that can't do for themselves.
Amen.
I mean,
Absolutely.
without, and I'm so maybe without judgment. And guess what? I was like this. Maybe I went through that situation for some decisions that I made. I brought upon myself, but the lesson that I got, or the experience that I have for a ministry, if I'm going to have a ministry, is not to overlook certain situations, because I've been there too. So now that you're up, are you going to overlook you know what I'm saying? Like, because we can say, oh, help, help. Look at the person in the mirror, and you tell that person to fill the gap what it help needs to be, because you see it. You see it like I see it. You got eyes.
Yep. And a lot of times in the church is not sometimes as empathetic as they need be. I remember when I played a homeless person and went into a church looking like a homeless person, had a grocery cart with all this stuff in it. I had disguised, it was the church I belonged to even, but I
Yeah.
had disguised myself to the point where they did not know who I was.
Yeah.
And they wanted to, the ministry wanted to do this to see how our congregation would react to it. And the beauty was when I came in to the church as a homeless woman, the way even the kids embraced me, and the members were like, "Can we help you? Is there anything we can do for you?" I mean, it was just amazing. And to see how the children reacted, which also says a lot for their parents, because they showed empathy and compassion. And they didn't laugh at me. They didn't make fun. They didn't point fingers and say, look, look, look at her. They didn't do any of that. And I mean, I really looked homeless, and so even in the church, and if you want to see what kind of congregation is out there, test it and see how people are going to react, and respond to you.
I'm not gonna lie. I had walked through a congregation not that long ago, and I needed a goose feather jacket, thermals. I said, well, where's the Holy Spirit around here? Yeah, I don't like people. Yeah, I don't like people. And what they teaching you in there, man? Because just to pass through the sidewalk, I would hope to feel the anointing, or I feel the love.
Yes.
I hope to feel the love to make me want to even go inside. But if you people cold, it makes me think that you may be cold. It's, you know what? The blessings flow from the head down, and the ignorance
Yes,
flows
it
from the head
does.
down as well. So let's
Yes, it
say
does.
both flow from the head down. My grandfather taught me that. I was in a situation with someone. He was like, I was trying to figure it out, and it was like, if that's the chief's mentality over that tribe, don't expect to get nothing, man. Go on with your life. And but he wouldn't say anything, but you could tell by the actions of the people that he controlled. That's what it is, bro. And I
I'm
accept them.
telling you. I'm
Mhm.
telling you, my show on this past Tuesday, we talked about church hurts and things of that nature, and how the church can be so detrimental to people, and that's why a lot of people choose not to congregate in the church anymore. But on the other hand, it's also about that relationship that you have with the Father. That is so important. And yes, we are supposed to assemble ourselves, but pray for the Lord to direct you to the church that He wants you to go to. And He
Right.
will lead you and guide you in that way. And I know that from my own personal experience.
I,
Now,
I, I really do think there. Let me excuse me. I didn't mean to cut you off. I do
no,
think
go
that
ahead.
there are some people that are called, and then there are some people that saw a power position and ran up there to be power. Y'all make a decision. Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest with you. Like I have friends that experience church hurt. I've had somebody tell me, "Oh, you're one of my favorite people," but where were you? I did pay my tithes. I did participate, but don't get me wrong. I came and I got what I came for. I might came to worship. I came for that. If you offering other stuff, that's cool. Because I did talk to a guy that I said, hey, bro, how am I gonna take my wife and my children and leave my wife and children to this man? And he got a Bentley and a Rolls Royce, and we broke. And I keep bringing my family back home, and our situation may not be changing. Now, fellowship is good because you can meet somebody that got on the job. This fellowship is great. But there are people that get abused and hurt in that situation, believing in those things. And the guy did attack me today with religion. He saw my strength, but I say, bro, I'm past religion. I'm on love. To me, love is the answer. My dad
Love
taught me that
is the
love is the
answer.
answer. He wanted to control my energy, but I said, listen, love is the answer. And if you to love me is to enlighten me, to give me the truth. But you're being disingenuous from the beginning. You don't know me, but I've told you I'm 159 years old.
Yes.
That just
And
look like this.
well, I won't get into age this time, but
Nah, no worries. I'll take yours too. You see, she about 34. You heard me? Yeah, 34 to 34.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Foxy Brown. Foxy
Yeah,
Brown in the house.
right. In the house.
In the house.
Okay. Now, one of the things that you and I had talked about before the show was relationships.
Mhm.
And I'm actually doing a workshop for some teenagers
Okay.
regarding relationships on Monday, as a matter of fact, at an organization.
Right.
And you talked about your parents, 14 and 15 years old, as parents. And I know, have they ever shared with you how that felt for them?
No, well, I know my dad didn't want me to go to. He wanted to take care of me himself. He's just that type of person. Nah, don't take my son and bring him nowhere. I got him. You know. And my mom, I'm not sure. I do know that she made a decision to go to school and she finished what she started. So I could appreciate that for her life.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like she didn't just say, I'm gonna go to school and 10 years later there's no evidence of a diploma. You were wasting your time and our time too when you were supposed to be in position to elevate your life and anybody else's life that God tells you to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of relationships,
Mhm.
because right now, domestic violence, there there are 24 instances of domestic violence every minute. Every minute, there are 24 people out there that's being abused through domestic violence in one way or the other, verbal, mental, emotional. And so, and a lot of times we only talk about and referred to domestic violence as it relates to women being abused. But I know that there are cases where men
Yeah,
are abused as well. And I
yeah.
think you kind of shared that you experienced some of that, right?
Well, I'll say this. It was an attempt.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
always it's an attempt. It's always an attempt. But I'm disappointed at your idea to attempt. See,
And what
I'm
was some, let's talk about some of those red flags that um you experienced and you did not allow yourself to be subject to it. What were some of those red flags?
lack of accountability.
Okay.
That's probably the number one. Uh, because it's like the word says, accountable. So you, number one, man number two, man number three. Everybody here is accountable for. But when
Mm-hmm.
someone is manipulates the situation to evade accountability, they're not trustworthy and very disingenuous. And so, how can we even begin to have a foundation when you're not accountable for anything? Like, nope, you didn't do it. You don't believe it. You wasn't there. You can do that so much that you just dwindle yourself away into what you believe is the truth. And so it was attempts. Now I go lie, I did have a lady push me, she pushed me, and one day she hit me. And I was like, damn, she really got the nerve to do that. Okay. And so I was like taken by it, but by the second time she tried it, I straightened out. But at the first I was like, what is the attempt? So sometimes people could see someone that might be like the attempt. It's always the attempt because this is the thing. If you're touching me to see if I'm real or if you're trying to feel my manhood, women will test men. You have to know
And
what you're dealing with.
then
You
women
got to know
will
what you're
test
dealing with.
men and then give the impression that he was the one that did it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the court of public opinion. I've noticed that people can get away. Okay, there are people that steal identities. So you can say, I can say, I'm a single dad, but I'm not a single dad. I've been getting support all of this time. I'm just hiding behind the single dad movement. So you gotta watch. I'm an abuse victim. They got people that be like, oh, that works for me to get out of my current situation or responsibility. Let me hide with that group. So people do hire groups. Now let's talk about like I think it's more of a energy thing. I know that a lot of like my mom and her generation and my grandmother, they came out like the 70s, the 60s. And I think they was taught about the strong, independent, single black woman. And that's fine. But I'm just saying, if someone else gave you that ideology, you have to do the research and find out if someone set this in course because together we're better. But at the same time, um, I feel like a masculine man like myself would prefer a feminine woman. I could love on any woman that God give me. Trust me. I mean, I'm gonna love on you. I'm gonna do as much as I can until um it's too much for my mental health to bear. Because like at the same time, you gotta go get help and treatment. It's called like personal responsibility. People might not believe it, but think about it. It's like getting a tune up on your life, on your soul, right quick. Go get your tune up and come on back. But now you just clunkering on down. We clunkering together, but nobody's tuning up their mind, their heart, their mental health, or even the way that they view a situation. Because I see it that way, that doesn't make it true.
And that's why communications is so important in relationships, being able to communicate your thoughts and your feelings and understand each other in that regard and that respect. The belittling, the degrading, and the things like that that's on both sides
Yeah.
Those are things that we really need to clean up.
Yeah, I think it's an attempt to control, and
Yes.
control is not love. That's
No.
we've come to the conclusion that control is not love, and I think that they know that their time is running out because you have to be genuine and authentic. And once, like you know how in Scooby Doo they take the mask off the do it was you, it was you, but that's not you. That's
Right.
not you pretending. So I think it's together. I know together we are better. Um, but I want to reiterate the parts of abuse. So there are tactics. If you're oblivious to tactics that are used against you, if you don't know, there are tactics like this. Let's say you're having a conversation with someone and they use guilt, shame, and the need to be right. You've just structured something within this conversation that won't allow me to ever have foot leverage for you to get a fact. And so when I'm talking to people and they bring that, I'm aware of it. That's why I said, that's why I was saying like earlier, like I heard this, like awareness is the new sexy. Awareness is the new sexy. I mean, you up there throwing your weight around, throwing your attitude around, having a hissy fit, like you're having a temper tantrum. You're being a child. You're being childish. And just because a man might want to fornicate with you, he might tolerate that. But every man is not subject to fornication. I might want to fornicate with my book. It might stimulate my brain. I want to go work out. I might not be. I'm not regular. I'm not average. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not taken by your womb. I'm not taken by your bosom. I'm not taken by your buns. I need to see who you are spiritually. I need to have energy.
Absolutely.
And that's what I've learned over the process because I used to lead with lust. That's my woman. I'm going after that. She fine. That's mine. I feel like that's the energy. No, I need to subject my emotions, subject my will and desire to want to lay with this woman and meet her at a coffee house and have a conversation with her and see who she is. If she's like, yeah, I call the police on all my baby dads. Or nigga, this a whole. First, you don't respect men. You don't have respect.
Right. Exactly.
So first of all, let's just start there, and I'll come to a conclusion, not in a bad conclusion. You just don't have respect for the men that you chose. See,
Yes.
if you choose intelligent men, that's fine. If you choose street guys, hey, that's the choice you made. Listen, every woman in my family, I think, love a street guy or love the street guy. It's just what it is. It's a fantasy. It's what it is. But if I become the sum, this like the little boy that you have, he's gonna become the sum of every man he saw you love.
And
so you still have to. I mean, nobody know. You have to. I'm not saying that you're gonna be aware of this, but I'm telling you now so that you can start preparing yourself. Because
absolutely,
I see my friends. I say, you want your son to be a street nigga? It's like, cause you're giving him the street nigga starter pack. I mean, he look like he straight off L Block. And I'm not knocking all that, but I'm saying don't cry when there's an outcome when you prepare someone to be this way, because it's not a bad thing. But my mom is my first teacher. Your mother is the first teacher of a child.
Actually, well, your parents are your child's first teacher. And the thing is, if you are a single mother, if you are even a single father, you don't want your kids seeing you with this guy and that guy and laying up with this guy and that guy. You don't want your children seeing that. One, it affects their ability to attach. And oftentimes kids will attach to whomever you're seeing that's fleeting. And then you got to start this whole process over again. Don't include your kids in your relationships until you know that this is the sure thing, that it's going to last, that it's going to be stable. You don't want to just be with this every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you see. You do not want to do that, especially if you have children.
I mean, sometimes by default, you can teach someone how to be cunning and conniving. They just watching you.
Absolutely.
Like, where you get that from?
Like, to be what they see.
Right. So I'm just saying I'm not judging anybody because I have my faults and shortcomings too.
We
I'm
all
just
do.
saying to be like just to be a little more self-aware of our behavior. Because I seen a guy today, he was sagging, his pants was sagging, right? His drawers were showing, and the little kid behind him was trying to sag too. I said, okay, that's what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong, I've been a kid and a child like learning, but I haven't never been a fan of fads and trends. Like just because somebody else doing it, I'm gonna do it. Like, nah, I
Absolutely.
don't feel like that.
Absolutely. Now, we called this show, They Counted Me Out and God counted me in. I want you to speak a little bit to that as well. And I'm going to just give you the floor to let you do that.
Uh, Kind of like let's see, AB, Adrian Broner. Like in his prime, fighting, knocking out, champion, looking good. So I say, in my early 20s and teenage years, $200 shirts, $400 shoes. You know, I've been broke pro wings, had holes in my shoes, but for my age, had a prolific projection. Had I taken certain decisions or a certain path that people had chose for me, and so it's like the song by Bobby Womack. Nobody loves you when you're down and out. Like say, well, once I lived the life of a millionaire, I was taking my friends and spending money everywhere. But as soon as my money got low, I had no friends and nowhere to go. So if you don't have anything for somebody to use, they gonna forget about you. Like you'll be what's the word that I'm trying to use? You forgot about us.
Yeah.
You realize there wasn't nothing that you could use, and then you fleet it. But sometimes, people can pretend to believe what you believe. My
Mm-hmm.
grandfather used to always say, "Hey, there's a lot of great pretenders out here, son." She talking about grandpa. Say, "Oh yeah, man, it's a lot of great pretenders." Say, "What you mean, grandpa?" And the more and more I got out there and got involved with folks, I kind of learned, like yeah, okay, bro, whatever you say, you believe that, me too, you know.
And so, how were you counted out?
Yes, out. I think I was counted out. It's the judgment for me. It's the judgment for me. It's like for someone to look at you and be saying that, yeah, I'm cool with you, yeah, 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 but they looking at you, they be like, look at this bum, or like counted out means like, are you serious? God's not done with me yet. Like this is just the plenary. This is just a fraction of the picture. This is a fraction of the picture, but this is the whole portrait. And you stop to judge this part. So when I say count it out, when this part stopped growing or producing what you could use, you counted it out. But now that God has opened that up and opened that spectrum out, you want to count me in. But I remember when you didn't answer the phone. I remember when you gave me false promises. I remember when you drove by me and said, damn, he on drugs, on dope. When I remember the crazy part about it is Dick Gregory said it best. I got the gift of remembrance. Once you put these glasses on and see something, I cannot unsee what I saw. Sorry, but not sorry. That what a dude told me one time, a friend of mine. He said, sorry, but not sorry. So the thing about it is when you see people get what they desire, want, they'll leave you alone. Or if they use you up, there'll be sometimes. And so what we have is a lot of users. And don't get me wrong, I'm here to share, to enlighten, to give. But one thing about it is my grandpa said you got to test it sometimes. I'm gonna give you a responsibility or give you a task to see have you come back with it done. If not, I'm done. I don't have to do this with you. I just choose to do it with you because I'm not a gatekeeper. I see that you have potential. You want to go somewhere. I mean, let me say this. I probably have inspired a million people, but I only heard two people tell me, "Hey, bro, I saw you grinding and it inspired me." Now, don't get me wrong. Later on, at my funeral and eulogy when I'm an old man with gray hair, people crying, he was this man. Hey, tell me that today. Give me some flowers
Absolutely.
today. Don't cry. Don't cry then. Don't pretend then. Because I believe you now. Think about
Yes.
this. If it was an opportunity for you to intervene, like say for instance, you had a daughter. I see it. Hey, man, your daughter all right? No, you just stepped back and watched. So I get it. I get it. I'm not mad at it. But one thing about it is, you know, God's gonna separate the real from the fake, and
Yes, he is.
he's gonna remove the great pretenders. Like, come on, man. And you know,
Yeah.
don't let's be real. You hurt me, man. You really disappointed me, man. I might have been angry at the time, puffed up, but all that puff up is that you let me down, man. Yeah,
Right.
I really thought more highly of you. I did, but I didn't even know you judged me. I thought we was
Yeah.
friends. I thought
Yeah.
we
And
every
see, yes. And
I thought we were friends.
I want to deal this one song that you have, it says forever. Well, I have several of your songs. And I want to, before we get off the air, I do want to play one of them. The Forever. Can you tell us and I know I just jumped ship. Can you tell us about Forever or Supernatural? Which one would you want me to play?
I probably we could do Supernatural. If you like Forever, we could do that. Oh, Forever. Golly. Hold on. I just want to say with friends right quick. Um my grandfather would always say, if you go to jail, you become sick, or you become without a job, you'll find out who your true friends are. I just want to leave you with that, because people be running around talking about my friend, my friend, my friend, and that is not, my dear. That is not. That is just an associate. That is someone to do business with. That is someone to leave them where they are. But a friend, oh my God, that is, if you get one and a half in life, thank
Yes.
God. But if you
Yeah.
got more than that, I highly doubt that. I
I
highly doubt
know.
that. In my own experience.
Friends are few and far between.
Yeah, friends with people,
And
money.
not everybody that calls you a friend is your friend.
Don't
So
call me brother.
you need to have a discerning spirit to know who's with you and who's not.
What's
Who's
discerning mean to you?
discerning means being able to have that sense, that inner sense about things, a feeling. The Holy Spirit can even lead, guide, and direct, and give you some unction on what's going on with different people and different things, and being in tune with your spirit and with the Holy Spirit is very important, so that you can know what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad, you know. And particularly, like it concerns me with young people not being able to, just allowing life to happen. And I know you had talked about the young man that got 35 years.
35
35 years.
in a matter of he got. I think that was the quickest trial in history. We made history twice yesterday. Made history with his trial, and they made history with the Knicks coming from 29 points down.
Yes.
History twice. I'm like, oh, you saw that game?
Yes. I didn't see it, but my son, he was like, Mom, the Knicks, when he says, Mom, the Knicks are 40 points behind. And I didn't say anything, but they have a way of coming back, and so I'm just really happy that they did. I thought it was disingenuous for on Monday, the way things happened.
Talking about with my guy coming in.
Not only him, but the way the referees, I felt that game was very unfair. I mean, you saw one of
Flagrant
the
foul.
Spurs flagrantly
Flagrant,
pushed
man.
this guy, pushed him, and made him fall on his back. And they said it was nothing.
You get grabbed by it. That's how you. That's how you handle a 7-year-old. Man, if you don't get you don't get.
Oh, it was terrible. And he fell hard. I mean, he really, I mean, I'm surprised that he was able to even play because he
That's
fell hard.
That's Jason Brunson.
He fell hard. And
Yeah,
that was
those
not
guys.
right. That was not right. Okay. So which one of these songs do you, and tell me, what was the motivation behind playing writing Forever?
Um, Forever is a tribute song for my son. His
Okay.
name is Gregory Alexander.
Oh, is that
And,
the son that you lost?
yeah. Forever
Oh,
18. That's the song right there. So we're
are you okay with me playing it?
oh, that's why I sent it to you. This is
Okay.
the thing about it. Yeah, you play it absolutely.
Song forever, 89.
Yeah, Forever 18.
Song forever,
Riverfloww.
red.
Forever 18.
Song forever,
Yeah.
oh.
This one for my son.
My baby boy, red.
Red.
Song forever, 89.
Long live you.
Oh,
Forever 18. Go.
red.
Yeah, you forever 18. Frozen in my mind. Still see your smile every time I close my eyes. They say time heal wounds, but this pain don't fade. You just so far away, but you live in me every day. Forever 18, yeah, your lips the ring. In my heart, in my soul, in everything. They took you from me, but they can't take your name. Long live girl, forever reign.
I remember when I first held you, you fit in my hand. Did my best to be your father, try to be your man. Watch you go, watch you laugh, watch you find your way. Never thought the world would take my baby away. You had dreams in your eyes, fire in your walk. Even when you ain't speak much, I can hear you talk. Every photo feel happy, every memory loud. Proud tears mixed with pain, I can't break down. I replay every moment, ask God why him. If love could've saved you, you'd still be here. Then I would trade every breath just to hear you say that I'm good with just one more day.
Huh, you forever 18, frozen in my arms. Still see your smile every time I close my eyes. They say time heal wounds, but this pain don't fade. You just so far away, but you live in me every day. Forever 18, yeah, your name's the rain. In my heart, in my soul, in everything. They took it from me, but they can't take your name. Long live forever, forever reign.
Your mama cried tears that the world couldn't hold. Lord have mercy, this pain so cold. They say life unfair, yeah I know it's true, but ain't no room prepare me for losing you. I still see you walking, still hear your voice, still feel your presence. It ain't no choice. Some nights I talk to you like you're still here. Tell you why I love you, hope you can hear. You were beautiful inside and out. The world was ugly and let you down. I promise your name won't fade in time. I say you loud, every verse, every line.
If heaven got a window, I hope you can see your dad still standing, still trying to be strong for your memories, strong for your name. Turning all this pain into purpose and flame. Yes, you forever 18, frozen in my mind. Still see a smile every time I close my eyes. It says time heal wounds, but this pain don't fade. You just so far away, but you living in every day. Forever 18, yeah, nice and ring. In my heart, in my soul, and everything. They took it from me, but they can't take your name. Long live crap, forever reign. Yeah.
Song forever,
It's for you, my son.
song forever.
Baby crap,
Oh,
forever 18.
don't leave you.
Until I see you again.
Song forever.
Oh, that is a beautiful tribute to your son.
For sure.
My condolences for
Thank you.
you having lost him
Thank you.
at 18.
Yeah, that's it. 18, man. Uh, December 24th, 2019, to be exact. Christmas Eve.
Wow.
What?
Well, that, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, It's very devastating. Uh, and then I began to meet other guys, fathers that have lost sons, and start to take the process to heal and then walk. Well, a guy asked me today, "How are you? How are you doing God's work?" I said, "Well, if my loved one was depressed or suicidal, I went and got them and brought them to the hospital. If they needed some juice or some water, I gave it to them. I made sure that they mental health was well being, even though I was broken too. I'm a man. I'm strong enough to be hurt and still execute. Are you okay? Are you all right? Hey, you answering the phone? Because I know grief is real.
Grief is real.
Pain is
And
real.
and there is such a thing as broken heart syndrome.
What's that?
And that's when your grief is so heavy and your heart is broken. And I am convinced my brother, he passed away December 20th of this 2025.
Sorry
And
to hear
he
that.
had lost his daughter. Her birthday, as a matter of fact, was on the 8th. He
Mm,
lost his daughter um 6 years ago. It
mm.
was 5 years at the time that he passed, but I am convinced that it was a broken heart because he wasn't sick. He didn't have any health problems. It was a shock that he just up and died. And
You
I
know,
am convinced that it was from a broken
broken heart.
heart.
You know, I can see that. It's like this. I sometimes I might see a person and be like, "Oh, they on drugs. They wilding out. They in the street." Like sometimes people are trying to figure out how to deal with it. Have you ever had a toothache? It's like, oh my God. Somebody could put $100,000 in your hand. You can be like, all right, thank you, bro. But this toothache, let me get this. But could you imagine your soul aching, your heart aching, your whole inside is cloudy, gloomy, and gray. I took all the drugs, I took all the heroin, I took all the dope, I took all the cocaine, I took all the meth, I took all the pills. I'm still trying to chase some relief. You can't see this pain. I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, I'm ugly, I'm fat, whatever. But on the inside, I'm dealing with collateral damage from decisions that was made. And sometimes I want to say this right quick that I want to use my circumstance and situation to challenge other couples to not say you're a single parent. That might have been a term given to you. Just say, you might want to try this. I'm a co-parent and be very proud of that. No, I do have people helping me raise this child. He does
Yes.
have a father. His name is this. And because we don't get along, I had to learn to be the liaison. I had to be a big person and make sure that this child has relationship with who he's supposed to have relationship with, because that's by God's design, that's by blood. But once you start playing with it and manipulating it and you trying to work outcomes, God will hurt you and embarrass you in your folly.
Yes. And let me say this. If you are co-parenting, don't pit your spouse against don't do that. Don't pit each other against each other. Your children should be number one concern. Your number one concern should be your children. It's not about you, the mother. It's not about you, the father. It's about those children and being able to come together, even though you guys may not get along. Your children don't need to see that. They need to see you coming together, co-parenting lovingly. Even if you don't like each other anymore, your
I saw
children don't need to see that.
I saw one today. I saw a successful co-parent exchange. So they pulled up, got the kid out the car, exchanged, gave it live.
It's beautiful.
Baby was happy, but then, like you said, whenever you're operating in a certain wickedness, you're gonna make your feelings. Everybody has to be subject and catered to your negative feelings,
Yeah.
and they
And
belong to you. But you
yeah,
spread them around. You spread it
yeah.
around.
And I can't believe we're out of time. Can you believe it? Before we leave though, I do want to pay tribute to my niece, Michelle Shelley Ray. She passed 6 years ago. Her birthday was June 8th, and I just want to pay tribute to her. She was a beautiful, beautiful person. She died at the age of 38, and she would be 44. She would have been 44 on June 8th. So I just want to say happy heavenly birthday to you, Michelle. God bless you. You were beautiful, and she was a beautiful mother. And my brother, he raised four of his children in a co-parenting situation, but they lived with him. But the way him and his ex-wife raised their kids, it was absolutely beautiful. Such a model of respect, of love, and of prioritizing their children. So, River, I thank you for being here. We're over time now, but God bless you.
That's
And
me. Overtime. I
and
do this. Miss Overtime. Miss Overtime, babe. I come early. I come early and I stay late. Come early and I stay late on you, busters. Miss Overtime. Miss Overtime. Hey,
well,
I'm not going home yet.
I'm glad we were able to do this today.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
I'm gonna close out with this other song. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna play a portion of it. You Shindy or
Oh, you Cindy.
okay.
Wake up winning, we go winning, we go winning. I survived it, now it's victory. God kept his hand on me. From the bottom, now we're living dreams. Oh, wake up winning. That's the team. Oh, yeah. Oh,
God bless you all. That's the team. And we will see you next
starting with a prayer and a dream in my heart. Life got dark, but God lit the spark. The wall has raised me, Houston gave me pride. Had to lose some things just to find my shine. Pain in my story, faith in my soul. Every setback pushed me closer to the goal. From the
Let's talk about it on the Vera Thomas Show. The Vera Thomas Show.
Bye bye.